Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here. Yet again, a Wednesday. I have a little project to do today. And I got inspired by me and Create with Becca talking about doodling. So that is what we will do. For those of you that watched me and Create with Becca on Friday last week, I would like to show you something. We were using the weekly prompt, illustrate your week, using a grid journaling version. So this is how it turned out. This is Monday in Swedish, måndag, tisdag, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that was my way of illustrating my week, which was the prompt from Friday. So they turned out like that. And for today, like we talked about doodling, I've done that with a lot of people throughout the weekend. I have my little doodling book here. I've actually started it out again. All kinds of things like this. And I thought, what about making ATC cards with a little doodle and create something fun with that kind of thing. So this is actually one that I'm working on right now, just adding in as I go. I've done a couple like this one over here. I don't know, are there any more? Oh, this one, there's a bee and some flowers and things going on. So for those of you who have been with me for a couple of years, know that I created, I think it was like 3 years ago, I created this positivity flower game. So I thought that we would use these flower type in creating these ATC cards. Hello, Beth, and hello, Vanessa. Welcome. Oh no, I was thinking, with ATCs and the measurements and everything, we are going to use this as a base. We are going to use, regular book page really for the little space where we are going to doodle on here. So let's do the measurements and things. And if I'm not mistaken, I have to do this right away, really, other than, let's see, I have it all in inches, but I don't know. For me, it's kind of easier in a way to measure with the metric system, even though I know the other way around. So when doing this on a European A4 size paper, I always get a little extra up here, which I usually use as a belly band of some sort. So that will probably be it even today. So let's see. Do a little bit of drawing. No, like that. I don't know if it's visible even, but just like that. And then what did we say? 6 centimeters apart. 6, 12, 18, and 24. That's practically, let's see there. So that we have the grid thing going for the ATCs, cutting it apart, of course. But it will be something. I hope that you had a beautiful start to your morning. And I'm a little bit curious, Beth, what do you have planned, you know, with craft and arts and crafts in mind? Do you have anything special? I would love to know. Hello, Dan. Welcome. Let's see. Take the right pair of scissors. Do a little bit of cutting in here. And so the thing is, these backgrounds are going to be ATC size, and then of course a little bit smaller with the book page on here. So we'll see how this goes. And me, I had a beautiful day today. It is finally, for us at least here in Sweden, it's almost feels like summer actually because of the high temperatures. But I think it's like 85 or something. But that is, you know, a nice summery weather here in Sweden. So that actually feels good to be able to, as I am working outside a lot, and be able to do that with nice temperatures. So let's see, do we want to have any specific thing going? I don't want to have too dark of the thing. Let's see, this one, no, this one, no. Like that. I don't know if we will do all of them, but we will start out with 4. I don't know, do you like making ATCs? I find it really fun. And also, let's see, I'm just gonna do it like that. And also really, you know, easy in a way. And I actually saw, I don't know, I totally forgot about the name. Was it Roxy Creation? She had a challenge to make all 52 cards in a deck. So I was tempted to do that. But I'm not as of right now. Maybe I will do that as a project on, you know, ongoing for summer. Have I measured the whole thing right? Yes, I have. I actually did some pre-measurements just because. But I'm thinking that we will downsize it a tiny bit. Let's see, the easiest way of doing this without any measurements. Just a tiny little thing going. And as you all know, I don't really mind if it is totally straight or not. It's just the way it's gonna be. Of course, easier with those. So something like this, I would say. And then a little bit of a doodly thing going on there. So we will do the same thing for one more. Of course, could have done a little bit easier for me, so that will be Let's see. Do I have two markings over there? Ooh, nope. I don't know about you. When you do these things, do you, like me, look into the whole thing going, I want to have, text all over or as much as possible? Or are you one of those that don't really mind? Let's see the measurements of this one. No, it's too small. Let's change it up. Let's see. I do have a lot of pages, so do not worry. I'll just have to find one with no bad words or anything, something like that. Let's see. And as much text as possible too, of course. Let's see. And I kind of like to use these. This one. These pages are actually from the book where I created the doodles first. The I don't know, was it like 400 or 500 pages or something? Let's look into if I'll make it. Yeah, that's kind of 5, something like that. Going all the way down here because I'm always just measuring the text part of this. And wouldn't it be easier if I just saw these little markings now? Let's see. Oh, there is one. And somewhere along the line there. Yep, I saw it. It's a little bit tricky. Where did we have the other one? I'm like, can anybody see it? Seriously, I don't want to have it too crooked. That's the thing. Oh, I see it now. Wow. Could have been a disastrous moment. Of course, I will add a little bit of vintage photo. It's just one of the things that I definitely have to do. We'll just cut all the way around. There is one. Making it a little bit smaller, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Maybe that's better, even smaller. Do we want that? Yep, of course. So I have been outside almost the whole day, and I will be tomorrow too, so you can all imagine my tan. And I do get a little bit red and things like that, but not too much really, which means that I will have a beautiful summer tan, even though it's not even close to any vacation or something like that. So let's see, measurement kind of correctly. It's gonna be how it is. So let's do a little bit of gluing. I was actually thinking about sewing these on, but I'm not going that far, at least as of right now. And I know that I've heard it before. People living down south in the US are having, you know, a climate where everything is, you know, a hotter weather or something. And the glue doesn't really work as well as it usually do, and that's exactly what happened here. So on to the fun part of this soon, I would say, because, you know, a little bit of a roll. Seriously, we have to do that again. The roll of flour, or whatever you like to call it. Hello, Estrada Creations. Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a beautiful start to your day. As most of you watching live are American or British. You know, most of us either, like me, had their day already, or morning time is, I would say, soon over, at least for me, because, you know, I'm one that wakes up extremely early in the morning. And for those wondering, that's something that I've been working hard on, because I was not, absolutely not whatsoever like that. And I would say even like 2 years ago, that was not me. So we have these now, and we are going to play a little bit. We are going to look into, I haven't done this for so long. I thought I have the dies and everything ready and things, but I didn't. We have this. This is one of those roller games that I created. And you can get yours if you're a member in my Facebook group, Mrs. Gigi and Friends. I have this uploaded as a file, so you can print it out, and you can use that one, you know, as a little fun thing. So I thought that we could do a little bit of doodling here and then color it in, put a little word or something, you know. Hello, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. So let's start with the first one, and that will be the center of the flower. So number 2, this one, I referred to it as, I don't know, a little gingerbread man type thing. So let's go. Are we going with this immediately? No, of course. No, you'll never know with these things. So haven't done them for quite some time. The middle part there, this one. And then around the center, which is these, a star flower. Yeah, you can do it however you like, depending on the next part around the whole thing, which will be number 1. This one. And we are going all the way around with the circle first, and then small little petals. Of course, we will fill it in I won't do that, you know, totally live. This I will be able to erase if it's too, you know, looking too ugly, I would say. The third one is the petals on the flower, which is this row. So we will go in there looking into number 1, this petal shape. Classic, I would say. So I will twist the little flower all the way around. I usually do that because it's easiest. And then, like I've done before, I've added a little bit of leaf type thing going on, which will be the next part. Depending on which one, I will kind of create a thing going here. Number 6, a little bit more of a traditional, little skinny type thing. And let's see, I would just go like that. Now I'd have like something like a skinny thing. So here we have the actual flower. The next part in the game itself was to add a positive word. We are in this case going to use Artie May's words that I've got from before, but we will color this one in black. I haven't really decided if I like this. You know, it is a little bit more of a thin version. We will try the Posca too, I would say. A little bit of a thicker version of, maybe it will actually show a little bit more, at least on camera. Or fill it in like this and do the Posca afterwards. Might be a thing too. So I don't know about you. Do you doodle? I used to doodle quite a bit because my work was literally talking on the phone several hours each day, which meant I had my little book right there and a pencil or, you know, some sort of something to doodle with. So that was my way of keeping up with the creativity part of my brain while speaking. So this will be the flower for this card. Can actually go into, let's see, a little bit of color. Just adding it in. And for this, I'm using my Faber-Castell Polychrome color pencils. In this case, you can do however you like. And if you are playing this game together with me, it's always fun to look at what kind of flowers you have created. You can share it if you like in my Facebook group, Mrs. Gigi and Friends. Put a little photo in there if you like. That's always fun. Or you can create yours with the hashtag, like you see here, Mrs. Gigi Flowers, on any social media platform, and then I can look it up and be inspired. I always love to see what each and every one of you are making. So are we going yellow in the middle there? I think so, just for this. A little bit more, I would say, traditional flower. And then maybe pink. And for this, let's see. Actually thinking maybe some stripes or just the outer, like a little thing going like this. This to me is the fun part. You can do whatever you like with these. So even combining the relaxing part, which to me is the doodle, because you have this game, you don't really have to come up with a specific flower. You can use the game itself. And for those of you remembering, I had a wall in my old craft room, and I created, if I remember correctly, it was more than 50 flowers because I wanted to cover a wall. I only created 3 of all 50 plus that was identical. It wasn't identical in color. I realized that when I put them up, but it was the main features of the flower itself were identical. So, yep, you have all sorts of combinations here in this game. So in this case, a pink flower. And you can, of course, do your version however you like. So my way of taking the steps of doing a little bit of doodling outside of the book. Which I don't know if I will finish it up. It's one of those projects I take a little bit, by day type situation. Next one. Are we ready to go? We will look into the center of the flower first. And, use a regular die to look further into it. This one was the number 1, which is all around and little dots inside. I'm actually going with the black pen. Something like that will represent the number 1 there, which was the first to go. After that one, we have, I don't really know the exact name, but around the center, next part of the flower, this row. So let's see what that one says. Number three are these. So we will go with those, and that's kind of easy too. All the way around if you like. You don't really have to do it all the way around, but that's how I feel that I want to create mine. And immediately you can see that this is a totally different flower than the other one that we just made. So this one so far looking like this, if the camera could focus a little bit. The next row would be this one. The petals, and I don't know, let's look into that one. Number 5, which was this one down here. And let's see, are we going with the regular pencil first? I don't know. We will go with the black one. It's easiest. For this, I will go with the petals. Kind of the last one, like inside there. And I don't really in one way mind the end result. It's just fun to create these flowers. And you know, it is a doodle thing. So at least for me, even though I make the same thing twice or even several times, it won't be the same. So this is the flowers so far. And I would say on to the next, which are the leaves, if you want to add. So let's look into those. Number 2, this one. And let's see, do we want to have something like this maybe covering it? Let's see, thinking there, up here. And maybe there. Continuing throughout and popping out there. Something like this. And I will show. Going down like that. And here too. So the flower itself will be like that, and then maybe a word here. And of course, I want to have green for the leaves. Actually going to fill one more in there because I missed that one. I don't know what's with me. I do like to color things like this in. And I'm starting to like, you know, one of those adult coloring books. But I haven't really been fond of those books until recently, because I got so inspired by people while watching, you know, videos and things like that. And what colors do we like on these? Let's see. Do we want to have? I would love to say yellow. Wouldn't that be kind of nice? Let's see, going yellow in the background and putting orange on top. So imagine I started out with this positivity flower game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I created like 2 flowers each stream that I had. And in the beginning when I started the thing out. So I've done a couple of streams, I would say. When I started my YouTube channel, I did do, at the beginning I did one each day, but then I combined it with work, so it wasn't really possible in the end. A little bit of orange, just the tiniest touch. Let's see if you can see it. I can definitely see it live. Yep, it's visible. If I can hold it still. I don't know. Please, camera, where are you? Something like that. You can at least do a little bit of a resemblance of a flower there. And we are going even darker in the middle, doing dark orange. And now thinking this will definitely need a little, you know, thing going here. It was a little bit bare with only one leaf there. Let's see. This one was the one that we used. I know all of these have, you know, specific names and things, but it's in, no, it is actually, it's in German, but it says like leaf green, so it's English too. So let's see, let's make these, and looking into Artemis words like this. I bought them years ago. I'm not sure if they are still around, but you know, Artemis is on Etsy and on YouTube, so you probably know who she is. I would definitely go with Flourish. And Vintage Photo to the rescue. Let's see. And I have been so inspired by this grid journaling that I And I don't know if I will continue throughout, but I will definitely try to create throughout my summer holidays with the family one little grid each day. Uh, I don't know if I will be able to show the process or anything on camera, but I will definitely show the process when I've done a couple, or even flip through with when it's finished. Maybe like do one or two or something like that. I'm not sure if I will be able to. Let's see, do that one, flourish. Let's look into another one. I do like these. Treasure, nature, dream, embrace. Embrace, collect. Precious. That's a nice word to use. And with the words, they come, I have used, this is the smaller version, so you get one that are kind of a little bit more vintage, one that is green, and then these black ones, but you get them the bigger version too, like that, which is kind of neat to have both sizes to choose from. So let's do a little bit of vintage photo on this too. Hello, Margaret. Welcome, welcome. So it is a lot of preparation going on in the house right now because it's only a couple of more weeks. It literally, let's see, I so do we want to have it smaller? Yes, I think we are. Sorry. Yeah, the preparations for one of our kids, and that will do the last little bits of school, and then the hard adulting life begins. So no, I wouldn't say, you all know what I mean, but it is life. I will be there in just a couple of weeks. I don't know. It will be a big difference, but it will also be really nice. Let's see, do you want to see those? Because we are going for the third one, doing ourselves a little bit of this die game. Let's see, which one? Number 3. Oh, as you can see, these are turning out totally different. And we are going with this one. That circles all the way around. So we will start with the smaller one. 3 circles, different sizes. Let's see if we can do this with the black pin. Like that. Oh, now I can hear. Oh, what's going on? Yes, I have. Oh, they were asking me if I want to play a board game with them, but I don't have time for that, at least not now. Board games, one of those things that we do regularly here in our house. Board games, puzzles, or even Lego. The oldest one isn't really participating, but it's kind of one of those things that everybody likes in a way. Let's go into the next row and see. Number 6. Oh, that one down here. And as you can see already, it's totally different from the second, the other two that we have made. Let's see, do another round and fill these, which will create this little thing going in the flower so far. The petals, let's see, number 6, this one, yet a new one. I'm going with this pencil first because it's easiest. And I can change it up. That might be the best thing. At least when doing it live, it's kind of nice to be able to change it up a little bit. So let's see, we will definitely make this one a little bit smaller. And all the way around. And then the last one up here. So we have the base of the flower and onto the little leaf or decoration or whatever you like to call it. And of course you can come up with this one, which was the main part of the flower. It says word because these flowers were meant to have positive words on them. And we are not using that part today, but you can definitely come up with whatever word you like. And I did put it like straight through the whole flower, and I created the flowers bigger so it wouldn't really cover the whole thing. So we have the flower there. Let's look into this row. Number 3, which is this one. A new one. Let's see which way to go. We're going down here, down there. Yeah, something like that. Couple of those down this little stem here of the flower, like that. That will be the 3rd flower, and yet again a new one. Let's see. It's me again with, of course, a little bit of green. And that's one of those things that I won't really change because the leaves and the stem are meant to be green, at least. I like it that way. Like that. And going blue, wouldn't that be kind of nice? I would say going blue on the whole, also like this. I'm actually thinking about leaving the middle part like it is, depending on how this will turn out. So remember, if you want to create your own flowers, you have the opportunity to do that and share it with me in my group on Facebook, Mrs. Gigi and Friends. And do I want anything specific in the middle? Maybe some red now when I look further into it, or a little orangey red. I will actually just put a little dot in there, just the tiniest. So that will be the flower. And then we will do the other one. So unfortunately, with everything going on around me right now, I don't really have too much time for crafting, but I feel like I do need to do something. And this, making ATCs like this, that's an easy thing for me. A quick, little thing. Maybe I will send these out as summer gifts. I haven't really decided. Let's look into the last flower, which was this row in the center part of the flower. Oh, wow. That's one that we have had before. This one, let's look into if the actual flower will turn out exactly the same. We will begin with the black dots. There we have the black dots in the circle in the middle. And we will go the next row down here and look into what we get. Number 1, which is this one. We did have that before, but not in this combination. So we will do that. Like that. So as you can see, new combination of the flower. The next part, the third row here, when we have created this one, it actually becomes a flower. So let's look into number 1, that petal. We've had that one before, but not in this combination. We will actually go with the regular pencil like this, just because I don't know how it will be. And this, to me, it is more like a traditional doodle flower. I've seen it around many times, actually. So we'll do like that all the way around. Going all the way around, creating these petals. And making them with a twist on these ATC cards. So here we have the flower that we are working on next. And as you can see, the flowers that we made before, nothing like this one. So this row with the leaves, so let's look into it. Number 4. Oh, we haven't had that one. I don't know, is it like a holly type thing? But it's kind of nice. So let's see, we're going, I would say this way, going up here and all the way there. Just adding a tiny bit of something. And then maybe one more sticking up here. Let's see the angles. The angles are kind of, it needs to have kind of right anyway. Let's see, one here, up here, and all the way through the flower, stick him up there. So that means, let's put that one a little bit further down. Now we have a flower looking like that. And with the word going across there somewhere. Yet again, a little bit of green. With the leaf thing going here. So this will actually be my little time of, and I would say as of right now, this is my me time and my creative time. And we are going with this, and let's look into, because I really was thinking, oh, cobalt blue, it said. Let's go with that on these small little petals, kind of in the middle of this thing. All the way around. Are we voting for, which one? I'm voting for orange, maybe? Wouldn't that be kind of nice? A light orange. And I've done like patterns. I've doodled in these, doing patterns too. But for these ATC cards, I found that it would be kind of nice to just color these in. You can do like a centangle thing also, but no, not today. So here we have, as you can see, 4 different versions of flowers using this thing. So now on to the words. If you want to have your positivity flower chart like this, I have it in my group on Facebook, Mrs. Gigi and Friends, and there are links down below in the description box. If you like to get yours. I'm thinking nature and memories. Are those nice? Nature is one, like that. So that will be easy. Memories is always one to look into using, isn't it? So, looking into this. So the base were, I don't really know the GSM of the paper, but it was not really thick cardstock, but a little, it was cardstock, and then book page. And I was actually inspired by the doodling book that I started a long time ago, And then, of course, like everything else, I put it aside for another new project. Looked through it last Friday together with Create with Becca. Realized, wouldn't it be kind of fun to create something using book page and these flowers again. Now I think I've done flowers like this. I will show you if I have any. Let's see if I have any left. I've sent a couple of you those. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yep. I did some positivity flowers using this in a little bit of a different way, 2 versions. So let's quickly look through these. This is one way of doing it. This is ATC's using the positivity flowers like this, making it into, something like that. This I haven't really put 2 flowers on there. This one, another version. And if I look through this, I don't really know if there is one alike. Literally, different flowers. Oh, this, I would put it, flatten it out or something. Totally different flowers. The same positivity flower game. But yet again, not the same. So I'm kind of going back to these flowers because I find them kind of fun. And then I made another version with another painty paper that I created, realizing at one point that I didn't have, and this was what I started out with, I think. I didn't have what everybody had. So I just used markers, watercolors, and cut the whole thing apart. Which created these, yet again the same thing, but different flowers. So, and I haven't really looked through each and every one of these, but I could definitely, and I wouldn't really put my, I would say that these are like totally different. Maybe 1 or 2 might be the same. I'm not sure. But I remember I made over 50 of them, and there was only 3 that were exactly the same. But not the same colors though, because those I did a little bit of a coloring session with. For these I've used markers. So the same game, different flowers. And yet again another version, a little bit more vintage or something. But it's this thing. Let's see, am I going to cut that one just the tiniest? Just the tiniest there. So a whole lot of flowers, but that to me represents the spring coming up. We'll do a little bit more of the vintage photo around here to make it even a little bit more vintage. just the tiniest. So these, let's see if we can see them properly. These flowers were made today. So you can do a whole lot of fun things using the flowers. And I can assure you this isn't the last time that I will use those. I actually found, let's see, I have a whole bunch of prepped ATCs. I don't know, I'll definitely have to send them out. So maybe I will do that in the future. So this was really it for today. And as usual, I will be back again on Friday together with Create with Becca here on my channel and on Create with Becca's channel. Other than that, we'll see you around YouTube and see you next week or when I feel like uploading a new video. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much for those of you who were in chat together with me, and to all the replayers. Bye, everyone.